Sometimes we say things that we really shouldn't say. And in today's video, I want to talk about when to just smile and be quiet. Recently, a lady saw me and she told me that I was getting fat. And just for context, I was wearing this outfit. She said I was getting fat and I'm in the gym all the time, but I'm getting fat. You don't know how these comments affect other people. We often give unsolicited advice to people who don't need them. You may be training in the gym, you may have some extra pounds to lose, and you're coming down, and people see you and say, "Girl, you're getting too small, stop." When you are really still overweight, but you've lost some weight, and they tell you to stop. We start to get in our own heads and we start thinking, okay, maybe I should stop. Maybe I am getting too small. Or you've been training and you can see your body changing, you can see you're developing muscle, and they say, "Oh, look, dude, you better stop." And we get in our own heads. People often give unsolicited advice. And I'm sure that sometimes they mean well. But a lot of times, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just looking at you through their own eyes based on how maybe they see themselves. In a lot of cases, the persons who are calling you fat are often bigger than you are. They're often not people who are in the gym. They're just looking at you from their own perspective, and to them, you look fat as a person who trains a lot. You look like a dude for the person who lifts weights. Do you know how difficult it is to build a muscle? How difficult it would be for you to look like a dude? I have clients who tell me they have so much muscle in their upper body they need to stop training, and they've been going to the gym for 2 months. I've been in the gym for years, trying so hard to get the upper body muscle. I mean, yeah, I've been called a dude. People have been telling me you look like a guy. But they don't, sometimes they're trying to be mean, and sometimes they just don't know what they're talking about. I remember many years ago when I was still a student at secondary school, I saw a little girl crying. She was bawling, and the teacher, she was in primary school. I was a secondary school student, and I was over by the primary school, the Adventist primary school. And she was crying, and the teacher asked her, "What is wrong?" And she said, "Sir, he called me a pig." Well, there was a little boy in her class who called her a pig, and she was bawling because she felt insulted. She was probably about 6 or 7. The teacher said to her, "Are you a pig?" And she said, "No." And he said, "Well, okay then." We need to have that same perspective. When someone looks at you and you are losing weight, you're overweight, you're trying to come down, you're doing well, you know you still have some more pounds to lose because you are doing this for your health or for your benefit, what you want to see. And they tell you, stop, you're getting too small, you need to stop." And you know, based on what the doctor is saying, based on what your scale is saying, based on what your mirror is saying, you need to keep going. Say to yourself, "Self, do I need to stop?" And if self says, "No, you need to keep going," then just smile and ignore. The same thing goes for all the comments that are thrown at you when you're in the gym. For some reason, when you become a gym goer, everybody becomes an expert on what you are doing. And most of the times, those persons are not in the gym. The persons that are in the gym would be encouraging you. They'd say, "Hey, you're coming down, you're looking good, keep going, man." Or, "You look so nice, you're starting to build a muscle." The persons in the gym, they understand what you're going through. They're in it with you and they will encourage you. The persons that are not in the gym, that are giving you all of this unsolicited advice, most of the time they mean well, but they don't know what they're talking about. So smile and ignore. And we too, we need to be careful with the comments that we make, because often it's easy for us to see other people doing it, but we might not see when we do it ourselves. So be careful with the comments you make to other people. When you're telling somebody they're fat, They've got mirrors though. They probably know that already. What help is it for you to say it to them? If your statements, if your advice, if what you are telling people doesn't help and only hurts, then don't do it. I have been through it all. I've been told you're too big, you're too small, you don't have enough muscle, you have too much muscle. I've been told it all. And it kind of rolls off my back most of the times, but sometimes it bothers me because I'm losing weight, I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm told, look at you getting big. I'm like, seriously? I don't even know why that bothered me, but it did. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? And I'm like, Kathleen, chill. Seriously, she's not trying to insult you. She's just basing it off of, well, I don't know what she's basing it off of. But I want you to remember, people, they're not trying to be mean most of the times. They just don't know what they're talking about. So smile and ignore. I am going to do a leg session now, and I'll probably share some of these exercises with you that we can use when we want to look small, look big, gain muscle, whatever your desire is. But remember, when it comes to your words, smile and ignore. Okay, I've warmed up, I'm mobilized, and I'm going to start by doing some barbell squats. The barbell squat is an excellent exercise for toning your legs. Focus on keeping your knees apart and try to go parallel or even a little bit low. Grabbing a resistance band, we're going into glute bridge. I want to focus on working my inner thighs as well as my glutes. So I put the resistance bands just above my knees, grab the barbell. Of course, I have to get the pad to protect my hip area. And we're going to focus on lifting. Now, my weight here is about 105 pounds to do this glute bridge. I'm coming up and squeezing the glutes with each rep. And after that, I'll roll the bar off of me and I'm just going to focus on my inner thighs using the resistance band. Now we're going to leg extension. I'm trying to go very heavy here, and even though it doesn't show in the video, I'm holding the last rep up. And our last exercise is an elevated kettlebell deadlift. As you see here, I put the plates down to give me some elevation. And your hips back, legs nice and wide, and squeeze your glutes on the way up. And that's it for my workout and for my advice on what you should do when people are giving you advice that you did not ask for. And as always, decide on what you want, commit to it, and you will be successful. Happy training.